Senator Booker.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Thank you, Mr. Wheeler. I know a lot of my colleagues have brought this up, but you are aware of the Intergovernmental Plan on Climate Change, sir?
Yes, sir.
And
yes,
you disagree with the findings of it?
No, I didn't. I have not disagreed with the findings.
I guess I'm asking you. Aware?
No, I
of
don't
it?
disagree with the findings. I've been briefed once by my staff. They gave me a number of, by my career staff, they gave me a number of background information to read, and we had scheduled additional briefings on it for early January, and those have been postponed. But no, I don't disagree with the findings. I'm still examining the findings. I'm trying to understand what was in it and what was covered by the assessment.
And I find that frustrating because of the urgency of the challenges we face before us. Again, the review of it talks about the urgency to keep reduce greenhouse gas emissions and keep global warming between below 1.5 degrees, and the really potentially catastrophic natural disasters, food shortages, extreme heat, literally potentially seeing upwards of $1 trillion of damage to U.S. property. What about the National Climate Assessment issued by the 13 federal agencies, including the EPA, that was issued last November? You're familiar with that, sir?
Yeah, that was what I was. I'm sorry. I thought that's what you were asking me about.
No, the IPCC report.
Oh, the IPCC. I'm talking to my staff about the U.S. government assessment.
And again, sir, this is cross agencies that have concluded that we are going to suffer impacts, heat-related deaths, coastal floodings, infrastructure damage. And in light of the ICC scientists, the federal government scientists, that range from the United States military to your very own agency, the compelling, the overwhelming science of this, there's this urgency to move as quickly as possible. But yet, it seems in the light of this, the consistency of the different regulatory changes you're making fly in the face. And I know other of my colleagues have brought this up. But you know, when it comes to the clean car standards, according to the EPA's own analysis of the proposal, you estimated that over time your recommended approach would result in 7.4 billion tons of additional carbon pollution. Do you not agree with that?
What my career staff have told me is that it's a slight incremental increase from what the Obama administration's proposal was. You know, I think what a lot of people don't understand is on the Obama numbers, they offered a number of exemptions so that the actual number itself, in effect, would be lower than what they're.
Sir, I'm pulling from the EPA's own analysis. You may call it slight, 7.4 billion tons of additional carbon pollution. Your Clean Power Plan repeal, which when it released its proposed Affordable Clean Energy Rule, repealing and replacing the Clean Power Plan. Again, your own analysis from your own agency estimates that this will lead to substantially higher levels of greenhouse gas warming. If you go to your air pollution from oil and gas infrastructure, again, your own scientists, EPA releases proposed rules, and looking at the methane, really one of the most very powerful greenhouse gas, again, your own analysis shows that your weakening of this rule will lead to substantially more greenhouse gas pollution. Your air pollution from landfills efforts. Later in October, you released a proposed rule to delay for 2 years, if I'm correct, sir, the deadline for landfill emission guidelines that would limit these very dangerous methane emissions and other pollutions. Again, this 2-year delay seems to again add to that larger problem. It just seems a consistency of actions you are taking to weakening rules, to undermining the sense of urgency that cross agencies are telling us that we face growing challenges, not just now, but really over the next 25 years. And I'm just wondering if your mission of the EPA, which is to protect human health and the environment, which you swore an oath to, and to faithfully discharge these duties, yet you seem to be consistently doing things that undermines the health and safety of this nation, the economic well-being of our nation, and frankly put into further peril, not just our country, but the planet. And so I'm trying to understand what is motivating this. I don't want to be cynical in that question, but why are you pulling back on regulations that will ultimately help us to deal with what our climate scientists say that we need to do in terms of reducing the greenhouse gas emissions?
I believe we are moving forward on a proactive basis on the ACE regulation. I believe that is going to show a 34% reduction in CO2. You know, In the course of the regulatory analysis for each of our regulations, we do a number of different scenarios, a number of different data runs. I'll be happy to supply information to you in writing, but my career staff tell me that our proposal is going to get us a 34% reduction in CO2, and the Obama proposal would have gotten between 33 and 35% reduction.
So just for, I know my time has expired, I'd like to just introduce to the record the data from his own scientists that show what he's saying just does not hold water and contradict the claims that he's making.
You know, without objection, I'd like to interject that the EPA's decision to withdraw the so-called Clean Power Plan, I believe was the right one. 27 states challenged the Clean Power Plan in court. The Supreme Court stayed the rule. It wasn't just bad policy. It was against the law. Senator Braun.
Hi everyone, my name's Mike. I'm the creator of Mox News, and for the last 15 years I have been telling you that as long as I have the support of the community that I serve, Mox News will post videos forever. And that's the truth. As long as I have your support, no one could ever make me stop. Unfortunately, currently, less than 1/2 of 1/10 of 1% of Mox News viewers ever donate, tip, or contribute anything back. Again, let me make that really clear. Much less than 1/2 of 1/10 of 1% ever give anything back. And to those of you who have donated to Mox News, I want to thank you so much, because it's because of your generosity that we have been able to bring attention to important videos that millions and millions of eyes would have never seen. And I think that that's an amazing thing that we've been able to make happen together. And I can't thank you enough for helping me make that happen. So it's not too late. If you'd like to see Mox News covering the 2020 presidential election, if you can't imagine the 2020 presidential election without Mox News, please, there's still time. You can make a difference. It's easy to make a contribution, donation, or tip. You can go to moxnews.com, or in the text body of this video, there are clickable links to the Patreon page or to the PayPal page. And again, it should take less than 2 minutes to make a donation, and your donation can make a big difference. So I thank you all. Stay cool. One of these days this war is going to end, and it would be awesome if Mox News could be there to celebrate that day with you.